Hey everyone, it's Steph from Wild Fox Stitchery here on YouTube and on Instagram. Welcome to my Flosstube channel where I talk about all things cross stitch and maybe some other crafts sometimes. I hope you have all had a good January so far. Mine has gone fast. I wasn't able to film an update last week because I was really sick. In fact, my whole family has been sick except for my husband. But finally, the only thing left is a lingering cough, which seems to be getting better, hopefully. So I decided I could probably film today. And next weekend I won't be able to film because my husband and I are going on a cruise. So it's our first ever cruise. We're very excited, and especially to escape the cold weather for a week or so. It's been extremely cold here in Fargo in the last couple of weeks. Last weekend we had negative 48 degrees Fahrenheit for the wind chill. But since I was so sick, we all just stayed inside the whole weekend. We didn't have to go anywhere, which was good. We didn't want to go out in that cold weather. It's quite a bit warmer this weekend. It is, I think I looked and it was 16 degrees above zero. We have some flurries, which is fine. It's actually not that bad out for us here in North Dakota for the winter. So let's go ahead and take a look at my progress from January and everything I've been working on since the last time I filmed an update. Let's see, the two WIPGO calls for January. The first one was Romantic Mademoiselle, which is an RTO kit. I'll put a picture of it here. I will show you, and I'll also show you my starting progress at the beginning of January. Now with the WIPGO calls, my goal is to work 5 days on each one, which I have done for both of them. I will show you how far I've gotten on Romantic Mademoiselle. I don't have one of those fancy boards that I should have, but maybe eventually I can find one. This is how far I've gotten in 5 days of working on it this month. I feel like I was able to put in quite a lot of stitches. It's a paper pattern, so I did not count them. That's just too much work. I got this kit, I think it was a few years ago on eBay. I did see that it was on the list of the most expensive kits that Stephanie and Allison from Cross Stitch the Globe had in their video a couple of years ago, or maybe it was last year. I can link it below. I did notice this one was on there. And I got it for a cheaper price than what it was going for at the time that they filmed their video. But it was a couple years before that I bought mine. But I thought that was kind of cool that I have one of those on the list. And I just think she's so adorable. I can't wait to finish her and get her framed. There's a boy monkey, the companion piece that goes with her. I'm not sure if I'll be able to find it, but it would be kind of fun to get that one and have them both next to each other. We'll see if that ever happens. I don't think that one was quite as much, but it's also not something that's easily found either. I'll have to keep an eye out for it. So the other January WIPGO call was Sacred Core, which is a long dog sampler. I'll post a picture of it here, and also a picture of where I started in the beginning of January. I did get my 5 days on that one, so I'll go ahead and pull that out. I had forgotten to grab this one in my pile. I was quite happy with my 5 days of progress on this as well. So I'm using 2 colors of DMC, the 310 and the green I think is in 939, but if I'm wrong, I'll put it here what the correct color is. I think it's fun to put the green in there amongst the black, and I think it makes it look really cool. There isn't much more to go on this one. I did start working on this motif here before I had my 5 days were up. Let me see what the percentage is on this one. I have it in my stats here. Let's see. I am at 62.28%. So if I work on this a few more days, I should be able to finish it. And that would be my first ever long dog sampler finish, which would be very exciting. So hopefully I can do that this year. The other thing I am working on every month is I have 4 full coverage pieces. So I am alternating every month. So 2 of them one month, the other 2 the next month. This month it was Queen of Wands, which is charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. I'll post a picture of it here. And I had just started this the very end of last year. It was a restart because it'd been so many years and I didn't like the Ada that I was using originally. So I restarted it at the end of December. This is where I was the beginning of January. I worked on it 5 days, which is my goal for the full coverage as well. Let me show you how far. This one is by far the largest one. The other ones are not as big as this one. And let's see. So this is the first page here, all the way to I believe this is the bottom of the first page. And then I am heading into the second page. So I did make quite a bit of progress in 5 days on this one as well. Right now I am at 1.58% done on this one. And this is on the easy grid or easy count, even weave, 25 count, and I'm doing 10 stitch. So it's 2/1 10 stitch, which is why it goes a little bit faster. And all my full coverage is 10 stitch. I just find that easier. This one I won't work on in February. I will work on this in March again. And then the other full coverage for January was a new start. It was charted by Tilden Crafts. It's called Killers. I'm making this for my husband because this is his type of thing. It's not necessarily my type of thing, but he really loves the picture, so he'll be happy to get it when it's done. I just started it, and this is 5 days worth of progress. I almost got, this is the first page here. I tried really hard on that last day to finish filling the entire first page, and I'm just missing a few stitches. I had a color I was missing. I had to stop at the store and get. So that one is almost completed, and then all of the 310 on page 2 is completed, and a few other colors. When I go back to this one again, I will probably continue with more 310 on a few other pages, and then we'll go from there. But for 5 days, I thought I was quite happy with the amount of progress I was able to get. This was last weekend when I was sick and we didn't do anything at all the entire weekend, so I had put in quite a few hours over the weekend on this, which is why I was able to get so many stitches in. I don't think that's going to be an every weekend occurrence. And then I will show you an update on my stitch alongs that I am participating in. I am participating in 3 stitch alongs right now. The Fox and Rabbit Mystery Stitch Along, I was able to finish the January section for that, so I will go ahead and show you that now. This is on 28 count even weave 1/1. So this is what the January section looks like with my colors that I picked. There are some greens that I will include, and I'm thinking I might add blues, possibly, maybe all the colors of the rainbow. We'll see how it looks later on when we get more of the pattern. But this is what I've got so far. I will post a picture here of the colors that I'm going to be using so far, unless I add more. Okay, and then another stitch along I'm also participating in is the Needle Lock Designs Secret Grove stitch along. We did just get part 5, I think, was just released yesterday. I need to catch up on that, but that's actually what I was just working on this morning. So I have it here in a hoop. So I finished up the chipmunk this morning, added the flowers around her here, and there's an apple I'm working on, an acorn, and then part 5 is just a couple of little pieces here that I will add in hopefully this weekend, so that I will be caught up on that. I'm loving this one so far. It's so cute. I'll post a picture here of what it looks like so far up to part 5. Let's see, I am doing this on 16 count Ada. I believe it's lilac colored Ada. And then there's one other stitch along I am working on. I am a little further behind on that one, but I hope to work on that this weekend too if I have enough time. I will show you that one. This is Flossy Fox, the Night of the Frost Dragon stitch along. Super cute, love it. This is how far I have gotten. I am missing, there's a druid character here I still need to put in, and then another section that was released is more of the house. If I could do both of those, I would be pretty much caught up, I believe, on that one. So we'll see what happens, how much I can get done this weekend. We are kind of busy with a birthday party later, and the kids have church activities tonight, and we're of course getting ready for our cruise. The boys are staying home for the week with my dad so they can keep doing school. It's really nice to have someone to come and watch them, and they're old enough they can pretty much take care of themselves. Just need someone there to supervise them, of course. The twins are 11 and a half, and my oldest is 12 and a half. So that will be interesting. I hope everything goes good for them while they're here on their own with Grandpa. So we're getting ready for that this week, and yeah, so with the cruise, I am gonna stitch, bring something to stitch on, and I picked something easy, of course, with just one color. I will show you what I'm gonna work on. I hope I have time to work on it at least. It's ink circles, Cirque de Corot. It's this sampler here, and I am doing that all in one color, which will make it easy for bringing floss. I have started that previously. This is how far I am right now, so we'll see how much I can get done on my trip. This is, I wrote it down here, let's see. This is 32 count Exotic Orchid Lugana, and I am stitching with DMC. So it's 3866. So that's the one I will bring on my trip with me. Now, the February WIPGO numbers were just picked since it's the 25th today, so I know what those projects will be. So again, my goal is 5 days to work on each of those in February here. I will show you what those are going to be. So one of them is Pelican Courtney collection. I do have a start on that. I'm using 939, and I don't know which way this goes, but this is my start. I have not gotten very far, and this is a paper pattern, so it's not quite as easy to follow and keep track of. But that's where I'm going to be starting at in February. Let's see what 5 days worth of work brings. And then the second one is one of my full coverage. It's Queen of Hearts. I'll post a picture of it here. This is charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. It's a smaller one, so I'm doing the black first, the 310. This is how far I am. So I'm almost done with the 310 for the whole thing. And then I just go back and fill in the colors. So hopefully this will end up getting worked on, hopefully 10 days if I have enough time in the month. 5 days for the WIPGO call, 5 days because this is also the one of my February full coverages. So it should get 10 days, so I would think I could finish up the 310 for sure, and maybe start in the color, we'll see. But that will be something to look forward to here in February. So those are my 2 WIPGO projects for February. And then my other full coverage that I'll be working on is Pirate Cat. I'll post a picture here, and I'll actually show you where I'm at before I start. This is charted by, I think, Unconventional X Stitch. Let me double check. Yes, Unconventional X Stitch. This is how far I am. So I'll be working 5 days on this in February. Again, this is 10 stitch. 2/1 on 25 count fabric. That is all my WIPs and my plans for February so far. There is one other thing I was going to show you because I was very excited about it, even though I am not working on them at all this year, as I'm doing only working on 25 projects in 2025, and I already have all of those on the list. So I can't start anything else new except for I have a couple new starts, but those are part of the 25. Thread Geeks was having a buy two get two free sale on their patterns. I had a hard time passing that up, so I did purchase 4 new patterns from Thread Geeks that I'm excited about. I will show you what they are here. So the first one is Enchanted Castle. I'll just post a picture of them here for you. Enchanted Castle, which is really pretty, be fun to stitch. Wild Elegance, and Queen of Swords, and then a Tolkien inspired stitch tutorial. So all of these I love, and I would be very happy to stitch them eventually. These are the 4 patterns I have purchased in the last couple of weeks. My husband did order me a stitch kit that we found on eBay. It's hard to find, so it's coming from Korea. I hope it's a legit kit. When we get it eventually here, it's probably not going to get here till March, but it's for my Valentine's Day gift, and this is what it is. I will post a picture here. I don't even remember what it's called. I'll take a look here real quick. It is called The Accolade. I saw somebody on Instagram that had just either purchased it or started it. It's a really cool kit. I love it a lot. I was able to find one on eBay. It says it's brand new, never opened. We'll see what it looks like when it comes from in a couple months here. So yeah, that's exciting and very nice of my husband to buy that for me for Valentine's Day. But other than that, I will see you back in a couple of weeks after the cruise with an update on everything that I've been able to accomplish. And I hope you all have a good rest of January and a good February, and that we all have spring that comes early, because I know we're all looking forward to spring. So I will talk to you all next time.